Alrighty, welcome back. We're still working on it. I've got the frame rails replaced so we can move on a little bit. You see me make the frame rail. We'll go over that here in a second. Doug has welded up the front window visor, or whatever you want to call it. Did not warp it up one bit whatsoever. Fantastic job he did, one dot at a time. Now he's doing inside the door there a little bit, a little piece there. Nathan is outside doing on the hot rod, trying to get this thing, get some brakes on it now that we got some brake shoes. He's trying to get her geared up and get her rocking and rolling, cleaning things. He found out that some dog had took a dump in the rotor, or in the drum.
Like 80-year-old dump. It's only an 80-year-old dump, that's all.
Huh? Anybody know where their St. Bernard is? Well, I know
that grease be fine once you get it all warmed up. Yeah, it'll be just fine.
So basically, I have cut in, like a lot of people say, when your frame's going in your car, it's really, like it's overrated that it's gone. Like when this piece down here on this chassis was gone, that really didn't cause a whole lot of structural damage in the car. Let's face it, all this would have to bend, the roof would have to buckle. There's a whole bunch going on there, but let's face it, it has to be fixed for, to be fit to be on the road. But what I'm trying to say is, I do not feel like there's this little structure right here, depends whether your car stays on the road or not. To be honest with you, I'm thinking the things that hold it in, maybe in the center where your springs are connected to on your frame and that sort of stuff. But this sort of stuff, to me, I guess where your spring is, as long as that's good, it is good there, so we're lucky about that. But what I'm saying is, what can I say? Do not get all frustrated if something like that is going in your car, because it's basically a matter of paper, tracing it, and making the pattern, and making it fit, and put the structural back in it by using the right, maybe the right thickness of metal. I've gone a little thicker on this one. That's 8th plate. That's probably thicker than anything that's in the car for the body. That I think that's on the car, the 8th plate. What I did is used 8th plate down here. I cut it off, cleaned it up, and when I put it on there, it looked so good on there. I capped it about that far. It just looked good on there. It seemed like the best thing to do, and I just welded it, cleaned it up. Welded along the seam. I didn't put a lip on it. I left the lip that was there and welded this sheet metal, or the 16 gauge to where it was before, leaving all the spot welds in it. You could cover that and disguise that very easily. You know, you sandblast that, fiberglass that, you can cover that easily. Also, with this frame rail, it's not connected to the body yet. It's welded in there. You can come up here in the front here and see, check this out. So we're basically right here on where the frame rail come out, where the spring is. This is the part where the spring fly is going to mess with the wrong guy. You got the cross member here. This is all really good. Like it's rusty, but it's good. I mean, the here is good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end up putting a gusset in here, a gusset in there to hold that, and then we'll clean that up, gusset that. That should be fine. This stuff here, I'm just going to clean that up, and we'll have to make a pattern for that. Right now, I'm going to take and bend a piece for this side. Joey's wondering what I'm going to do. Well, I'm going to make this side here piece first and get this straight. So this piece in the wheel opening is not connected to the frame rail yet. So then we're going to connect that, and then it's all over. I got a piece over here ready to bend. And I thought that I would show you how I'm going to do it. That's all. Hoping that the piece stays where it needs to be. Just looking down it, sometimes it don't bend it exactly where I want it, but looks pretty darn good. Now this piece is going on top of here. We're going to take it as far as it fits. Cutting that out. We might as well leave those. Seems like a place to. I'm not sure if I'm going way down too far or not. Don't seem like it. And we'll just cut it off here. That's where it fits. Nope. Just cut it off like this. And then we can have a piece right back and come down around and go there, and then we can go down around the other way. If we cut it off there, that's where it ends. Not sure if I want to do that. Doesn't matter a whole bunch. Just want to round this end off a little bit. All right, let's cut it and put it in there. My glasses, where did I put them? Wasn't ready. Was it, sweetheart? Right behind you. I'm going to use them anyways. Excuse me. Doug, how'd you keep the heat down on that window?
Air. Moved around a lot. Did little dots.
And you never warped it a bit, so
No.
it works. Ah. Just want to check this out before I move up. See how much closer I have to go. That was not bad. Probably scope that one there a little bit. That one will probably... Need a grinder right over here with me. We're going to go with that. And the reason we went that height is because of that. That was up there, and we went to that height. We don't want to make the ends of those, so that's why we did what we did. Now, how do I want to do this? Do I want to bang it on? This is what I'm going to do. And the reason I'm going to do it is because I can. Generally, they have spot welds down like that. Bang, 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 down on like that. How am I going to hold there? See, I can just push it in like that, spot weld it on the face of it, and be over with it. I can do that. Certainly most can. How do I want to do it? I think I would be satisfied with that, to be honest with you. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to take vice grips. I'm going to put it in there. And the reason I'm going to be satisfied with it, because I know it's going to hold. And original is not what we're doing.
You can do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's face it. I mean, I can do it originally, the original way. I just said how to do it. Whether you want to do it or not. Now, I don't feel it's necessary, I guess. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it my way.
Bag up pretty car, these new ones.
What's pouring? I can tell you, the power of them is quite surprising. It's very surprising. Like it's
I
quite.
just hate the thoughts of having to turn the radio on and the air engine sounds.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm just want to get it set back far enough that it. I'm trying to get it back far enough that I can just put a spot on it on the edge where I like it. I guess this will work. So I'm just going to pound it back and weld it. I'm going to get my poop in the group here and get something done. It always takes me a little bit to get turned on here, but get rock and rolling. Won't be cooking with gas. Hold that in a little bit. Not going anywheres. All right. Wherever it's tight, that's where I'm going to nail it. It's going to be a hard cut for me to cut that right there. It's going to be a hard cut. Right. We'll just go with it. The reason I've done that back a little bit, I can grind that little bubble off the outside and flatten it off and it'll still be straight. Building it up for a weld. So I can grind it off nice. See on this side. Let's cut this off. Do it. Got to get to the other side. Sometimes it's a difficult thing, but if you go for it, generally you'll get it. If you can't get it, just send Doug after. He'll get it. He'd get it. And I got a bracket there I got to cut off. They're right there, look. They're waiting for me. It's good to bend stuff. It'll twist off. You want to keep twisting on it. As long as you score it. That's where your back will get you bent over something like that. So you think you're going to rip a spot of weld off, do you? try to rip off a piece of metal, eh, Doug? Yeah. You think you're going to rip off a spot weld? Come off now. There we go. We did it. We did it. I have to beat that. I'll be flat. And that can be beat off. Now, let's try to match this stuff up. If we can, something. And I cut it down a little bit. The reason I cut it down a little bit is because I didn't want to cut it too big, basically. So now I'm going to cut it again. No, it's good there. Perfect there. I'm going to weld it where I can, where it fits. I'm going to weld it. Where it doesn't, I'll have to cut it again. Simple as that. But that fits right nice.
For you, pal?
No, it's good there. I got it, Doug.
All right, man. Stubborn cell.
No, I just got it, that's all.
Okay, that's it.
That's gonna work good.
Hey, making it, bud?
Ouch. Grind that off later. Excellent.
Good news, he says. That's good news.
Ah, slipped on me. This is what I'm gonna do. I gotta sand, that's not on there tight. I'm gonna make sure I get this one on tight before I do that. Do this. Let's tack it. then cut it. A little bit of metal underneath there, so just cut it off. Just pull that piece out. It's easier for next time. I'm going to leave that alone for now till we get it tacked up. Ah. All right. Gotta get that cut down there. I want the flapper wheel. Flapper wheel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flapper wheel these things off on the other side. Once I flapper wheel them off flat, they should almost fit in there a lot nicer and look a lot better, that's all. What I'm thinking on the other side here, where I didn't get to cut them that well. See what it looks like. We're going to put another piece. Actually, we're going to put this piece back together. Why would we not? That fits down the bottom, but it fits pretty good right there. Do it. Trying to burn a hole in it, can't? Oh, I can. Now, when we first started that, I'm not sure if I pointed it out or not, there was a bend in this part of the wheel, if you remember, where we put that 90 in there and then we hooked this back onto it. I think we straightened it out. All right, I got a couple things left to do here. It's connected, that's for sure. Let's spot it on a couple more times. So I'm happy with it. Cut off. And just took off. Just trying to make me look bad. It's all just trying to make me look bad. Let's do this. Ooh. Doug, will you take this hammer and push it in on those? See how that's right there? Like, just push it on like that right there. and I'm going to push the other way. You just hold it, and I'm going to push against you. How's that?
Yeah, sounds good.
That way there, I'm not distorting the panel any. Trying to get it
It's pretty flexible, isn't it?
You gotta stay there, Doug.
Yeah.
Go up to the next one. The next, you know what I'm talking?
Yeah, there's a metal thing here in the way. Right
there. Right there.
Okay, you're going bottom. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going down at the bottom there. Got it. Yeah, I hope so. Just keep staying there.
Yeah.
Cool. Beautiful. Last one up.
Great. Okay.
No, just putting your hammer right in the middle of that right there. Yeah. Got it. Okay. I get it cut down there. We get that cut out and then that we can be replaced. We need a piece over top of this and we're going to weld that piece on there. I'm thinking. So now we've got our quarter panel hooked back on at the wheel opening. I've got to weld that on there, obviously. This piece here, you can see how it's got that shape to it. I'm just going to weld it up there. I'm going to make that shape. Let's make it right now. I can make it out of strip of metal, I guess, right here. What do you think? If it come out of it, you think it's good enough to go back in it? Sure it is. Watch yourself, sweetheart. Just going to use this as booby trap me. This is the metal out of the car. I'm going to use it and put it back in the car. Okay. I'm take and cut that off. Marker's over there. I got it, I guess. Rip me into my thumb. Cut my thumb off and I'll have it. Guessing. Okay. Turned on. Oh, stuff around me here. That'll all have to be welded up solid. I'm sure you know how that goes. How do I want to weld that on there? I want that to match up. That's what I want to do. Watch it, I'm going to match that up. Make that fit the best I can up there. Keep pulling the trigger, but it doesn't want to work with me. Come on. It's in place. Now I'm going to manipulate it where I want it. Keep going it. All right. Take a sander. Take the black mark off it. you get sanding on your old Volvo on your frame and you got something that thick, you got something. Haha, and you got something. Now those triggers, not doing me no justice, but. Good, we're doubled up there. Then we just have to weld that together down there. We'll have two pieces going there. Come on. Don't be like that. Huh? Well, my welders.
You want this one?
Well, you're probably using it, are you not?
Well, I was just going over my stuff.
Going to make that fit a little better. We tack that on the outside. I won't tack it on the inside. Chance to make it fit right. Why not? Something like this, when you have it all tacked on there like this, I got it all tacked on there, it's going decent. If I'm going to come back in there and weld that all up solid, after I come back in there, I've got it in there. Basically, you want to get it every inch if you got it in there. When you come back in to weld it, why not grab the spot you've already welded and weld halfway on top of it? So you got a spot like that, and then put your wire right on the side of it and weld another dot right over top of it. And that way there, you're not going to burn through the car. You can basically weld it with no helmet, you know? But anyways, there you go. Well, it is what it is. You take whatever you want to take and throw away the rest. If something doesn't suit you, doesn't sit right, well, you know what to do. Like, I mean, let's face it. That's why you call it an adult. I got this piece in. I got a little piece of this. It's going to be cut off. I don't like that. Let's cut this off. This does not have to be in the original shape at all. It just has to be there. All right, let's do this. Let's make a piece. You got time, have we? Got lots of time, she says. Yeah, let's do it. This is what I'm going to do. We're going to make the pattern. We're not cleaned up in here yet perfectly. And I have not got this piece welded in. I'm going to weld. I'm going to get out of the way so Jolene can see. I'm going to weld something in there, like I said. Piece of anything, put in the angle there and weld that in there. But right now we're going to make a pattern. And I want to emulate that side over there because what else do I have to imitate? Like, I can't put nothing flat on it. Well, that's not true. I could run something flat on it, and the reason I can run something flat on it is because if I come in here flat, it hits the top of the rail. When I come along here flat, come along flat, it might hit the bottom of the rail. I could aim it up, I could. And then this could be one piece, right? One piece. And then all the way back, and then down like. Or should I do that? Let's make it, get a piece of paper and go for it. I still have to cut this yet. Get that cut across there. We'll get a small pair of cutters for that, obviously. All right. Piece of Bristol board. Look at our Bristol board. It's just the little pieces of. I haven't got any, or I'm going to use the big stuff. It's just harder to cut. That's all. Have not got any right this second. Oh, we're going to go get some cardboard, I guess. Ain't cardboard here anywhere, man. Let's do this. See if I can get this works. tone everything down, did I, sweetheart? Just he's a wild man. Tape measure. Just look on the, what's that? There it is. Just kick it to me, baby. Just kick it to me. I'm gonna try to make a pattern for the back here.
So it goes along.
Never even looked at the other side. It's okay. This side's gotta be fixed, so I'll fix it and make it look like that side. But I'll weld that solid all the way down there and grind it. It'll be just like this piece down here. Instead of cutting it or doing any shaping to it, I just made the shape and cut it, welded it in. Exact same thing with this. We just made the shape and then we'll weld it in here instead of trying to do that shrink or whatever to get that to fit. Let's do this. I want from here we want 30.
Beans up now.
Let's say 32, just because, and the reason be because.
All right, man, what can I help you with?
You want to make the top of the doors, Doug? Make the top of the doors, 32. You can make, I just want them to come down even. So when you make the piece, just we'll weld this up. So all the piece you're going to make is along here, around, and make it come back around to there. Just fill this in like that. And then what's going to happen is, I've been telling Doug and Nate, we're going to end up putting a window. We're going to end up putting a vent window, I guess you call them, bat window, and it's going to be shaped like that. We're going to keep it with with the angle of the window. The window that we put in, we're just going to make a channel, probably glue the window in, and then make something that screws to the top of the door, and then holds that window in. Maybe some bad Chad flexible chrome. I knew that would make you happy, me telling you that. But anyways, that's what we're thinking there. So Doug welding this shot, that means I just cut out what I want when it comes time to put the channel in. If you know what I'm saying. Because I'm not going to put a big channel in. It's going to be quite small, hopefully just for a piece of glass. Not for rubber and everything else, just glass. But anyways, just cover that part.
Okay.
Okay, cool. It's both sides. Back to this. 32 piece. Is she? She always works. Just want to get a straight edge on this bad boy. 32. Didn't see how. Look at that, would ya? Beautiful. 33. We want it. Seven and a half wide. 7.5. Cut that. Now, customizing, basically, in my opinion, I get to do what I want, fixing that stuff. And I am basically doing it the way I want because I see fit. It's okay. I feel like this is stronger than this once I get it all welded up. But I'm doing it the way I want because I'm customizing the car. I'm fixing the car to drive it or whatever. But if you're restoring the car, there's two different things going on. If you're restoring the car, you most definitely would want to plug weld, drill that piece of metal on and make it look like it was factory. You most definitely want to do that's, I guess we call restoring it. If you're fixing a car like this and you're telling people that you're restoring it, you're fixing it up, yes, but restoring it to me is making it go back the exact same way it was when it was done and dealt with. Whether it takes more work, yes it does, but fixing up a gold car and restoring a car is two different things, in my opinion. That's my opinion. My belly button. Just like rat rods and hot rods.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Well, in my opinion, a hot rod is something that's built, in my opinion, is built that period correct with no gimmicks other than speed parts, and had to do what you had to do to make it run. If you have, you know, license plates for your floor and that sort of stuff, and you know, maybe a rat on the top, or you know, a hacksaw blade on the roof, I consider that a rat rod, and the reason being is that was not necessary for that car to go down the road and be something that somebody wanted to have. You know, I don't know if I explained that very well, but it is what it is.
I made a mistake a couple times on this one.
And he is saying by calling it a rat rod. Well, we're trying to make a period car there that someone could have done in the time. There's no hacksaw blades for much of anything other than cutting the metal. This is going to definitely down here is going to have to be cleaned out. Definitely, that's all there is to it. Definitely. Yeah, we can lay that on there. Lay that up there. Lay that there. Nice. Nice. And hold that there like that. Yeah, I'm going to. We're going to try to make it look like a somewhat of a factory piece, I guess. No, I don't want that like that. I'm going to just draw that over like this. Don't know what I'm doing yet. I know that fits on top of that. That fits down there. I'm thinking that this should be a little bit wider than down here because we're missing metal down here. We want to lay it over top like they did, but we might just bring it over a little bit, straighten that out, and just bring this over a little bit so it looks like it was supposed to be that way. You know what? I don't mind it like that, and I'm going to build that up like that because that's the easiest thing to do. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to run that on top like that. I'm going to cut it up here and put that on, put that down there, weld that across nice, bring that across here. But I'll just bring a piece of metal and cap that after. That's the easiest thing to do. It's the easiest thing to do. Yeah, so I want to make a little bit more on this part. I'll cut that up there. I want to put some more material on this. Cut this off. See what happens. Yeah, I might want to do it all. Got rust issues down there further. It's just going to be I'm going to grab some tape. And the reason I'm going to put that on there, because that's how far I'm going to go over. Looks good to me, going over that far. And I'll mark it off where it needs to be. This is where I'm going to go over to. So I'm going to go that far. Yeah. Damn it. I want another piece of stuff. Gotta have it. Nope. I'm just going to go with that line, come over and put it there. I'll cut that after. That's going to be cut there. Piece of metal. That's scissors. Yeah, that fits too good to, or I think it fits too good to. Might go all the way there. Can't go wrong. Just get a piece of metal. This is the 18 gauge. I'm gonna go 18 gauge. There's no reason for any thicker. Just thinking about it, that's all. I should check and see if we got metal I can make that out of before I cut that big piece. That's what I should have done. The biggest stuff we got, that'll probably do it. It's good when everybody's got a job to do, everybody's buzzing along at their own pace, doing their deal. That's a good thing, in my opinion. It's a good thing. All right, got a piece right there. I got a marker in my pocket. Put that nice and straight down the back. We'll do it, we'll use it. We'll make that just a little bit longer because that goes down in there, and we just want to make sure that we have enough. This is fine here. You have to go to here. Sloppy marking it on, but I know where the lines are. Get that cut, set that in there. Need the lower scissor. See my glasses?
I see them somewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. Zip cut.
I stole it.
Did you?
Back.
You still got it?
Would you like me to
Still
cut
using
that for you?
it? Go for it.
I'm just going to cut this up out.
Go for it. Yep. That was rolled there. So we're just gonna gas. Nope, don't want to guess for a second, I guess. I'm gonna. guessing. What's that? You need something, Doug?
No.
What? Oh.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Go for it.
My car is a 1986 Nissan 300ZX base model. It needs an ECU. The numbers on it are A18650 M24.
And no, you did not win any money.
Yeah.
These are not the numbers for the lotto or the super, the Super 7.
A18650 M24.
One more time.
Still down and out. Yeah.
One more time.
A18650 M24.
Anybody's got one? Doug
Please.
needs one badly.
Thank you. Get my car going again.
He has to ride his motorbike, and it's scary.
No, it's not. It's fun.
Oh.
I love my bike, but Jax won't get on the back of it, that's for sure. I don't blame him either.
Nice.
As much as I love it, I can't drive it today.
That will get welded in there. And then I'll have something to connect this metal to after. If I want to cut that, if I want to cut the bottom, jeez. You want to fix old cars, do you? Well, you want to be prepared to stop. Just keep rocking and rolling, because that's what it ends up being like, I think.
You like getting your hands dirty.
So we'll cut that around there like
Yeah,
that.
gotta get your hands dirty.
Gotta get your hands dirty.
We're gonna roll it around like that.
Roll around.
What I'm gonna do.
Hands dirty.
Then what I'm gonna do, once I get this snapped in here, like where we want it, we'll bring that down like that, and then we'll just cap it on the front like the side like that. There's no sense me doing anything other than what I'm doing here, because it works.
Can I just borrow your 300ZX next week? But little red Porsche.
Yeah, this car does look good on the bottom, but the original on the back, it does look good. So we're gonna have to see what happens. Do we want to come back or? All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. So we got this straightened out. We got a frame rail underneath of it. We got the front frame rail going. Doug's got the front post going. I have to fix the trunk floor because of the wheel tunnel, and it's going to be made out of 2 or 3 different pieces. And basically, that's the way I like to make things, in all honesty, because it makes it easier. For me to try to make all this shape, it really takes the fun out of it when I can just make it out of 2 or 3 different pieces and make it work. Who says what has to be done when you're building a custom car? You know, we're taking the trunk off and putting the trunk up here. So we're replacing that. We can replace the floor with something different than what they have. And I'm happy with what's going on there. We'll just keep on cruising and we'll get it. Nathan is on at the front of the hot rod, trying to get all the brakes ready.
Ends up I gotta change one backing plate. This one backing plate is different than the other. And I didn't realize that until I went to put the pads on it. So we're swapping one more back plate off that other one.
Cool.
I'm in the midst of doing that now after I already had the flex line on it and stuff.
Okay, so he's changing that. The brakes
I
and
didn't know because we didn't have the pads, right?
Right.
So I didn't know. Now I know.
we have a turn off for the gas. And the reason being is we don't want the gas to run in if the carburetor decides you don't want to shut off.
We got the alternator bracket on it there, and the alternator's on it, and they just brought us belts. So we're slowly getting to the point of getting it
This is the
wired up.
bracket that we got, and we're slowly getting to the point where we're going to be hooking up the alternator and putting the belt on the water pumps. Once that is done, there's a few things that left to do, you know, mechanical wise, where Nathan's good at. He's finishing that up. There's a few things that have to be done mechanically, and then probably it's going to take a little bit and try to get it moving without taking the motor out to undo the clutch.
Worst case scenario, we will go back out though.
Worst case scenario. We'll do a thrash. We'll all go at it,
Sounds like fun.
and then
In the
we'll
morning, we'd have it
in the tore apart, and we could put it back together. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's just put a brand new clutch in it.
I just want to get unstuck there. I don't,
It's just stuck.
Yeah, just stuck.
It's all using.
and the problem is, it's sitting in a storage container and sat there for 2, 3 years, and it probably just got stuck. Rust got on it.
We never had it apart. It was already bolted to the motor with the bell house, and all we did is bolt the train on it. So we really didn't know.
Alrighty. So Doug was, yeah. Doug's doing the top of the doors right at the present moment. Top of the door, everything's going good. You come back tomorrow and we'll be doing something else, like guarantee it.
Probably not grinding the whole time.
Like, subscribe, comment, come back.
Buy merch, find Doug ECUs, all that stuff.
What do you think, Nate? See you later.
Have a good day, guys.
Ciao.
Ciao for now.
What do you say, Jolene?
Come back tomorrow.
Come back tomorrow, she said.
Inside voice going, outside, we're outside.